The headlines: 11 villagers among 30 abducted in Kaduna freed after ransom payment. Police dismissed 2 constabularies for extortion. CBN says the banks colliding with the POS operators to disrupt Naira circulation. And on the international scene, clashes over fuel supply after Guinea deport blaze. Hello and welcome to Trust TV News Update. I am Sumaya Abubakar. Thank you for joining us, and now the details. Now, 11 kidnapped residents, including 7 females and 2 teenage boys and 2 infants, have been freed and released among the 30 villagers abducted from Ungwarlimang Gwada community in Igabi, a local government area of Kaduna State. Their release followed the payment of a 6.5 million naira ransom to the kidnappers. Last week, 2 nursing mothers and an infant were freed on health grounds. Currently, a total of 16 persons have been released, leaving 14 villagers still in the hands of the bandits. The 11 released individuals were set free after their relatives gathered the ransom demanded by the bandits. However, after collecting the money, the bandits released only 11 people and demanded additional millions along with motorcycles for the release of the remaining captives, highlighting the ongoing challenges faced by the affected community. In Ghana Rope Village, Plateau State, gunmen attacked on Wednesday, resulting in the tragic death of 19-year-old Jude Nicodemus. 2 others were severely injured in the assault that occurred at about 8 p.m., according to the Ruang Tengwang, the National Publicity Secretary of the Birom Youth Movement. Tengwang, in a statement, highlighted the unprovoked nature of the attack and the recent surge in violence in Barikiladi, Riam, Bokos, and Mangu by the marauders. These assailants have ominously pledged to disrupt the Christmas and New Year celebration in the state. Expressing concern, Tengwang called on security outfits, particularly Operation Safe Haven, led by Major General A.E. Abdul Salam, to intensify efforts in countering the resurgence of terrorism. He specifically mentioned the need to flush out elements reportedly stationed in the hills of Were Rop, Barikiladi local government area and other parts of Plateau. Despite the grim situation, the BYM commended the rapid response of Sector 4 Commander Colonel U.S. Abdul Salam, whose swift action helped prevent further casualties in the area. The incident underscores the urgency for robust security measures to protect communities during the festive season. In Oyo State, the 2 special police constabularies, Jimo Lukman and Karim Fatai, have been dismissed from the Nigerian police force. Their dismissal confirmed on Thursday by the Commissioner of Police, Hamzat Adebola, following their caught on camera on video act of demanding money from a Dutch tourist visiting the state. The incident occurred while the 2 officers on duty along Monia Iseying Road were captured in a viral video engaging in the extortion attempt. The Commissioner Adebola made the announcement at the state's police headquarters in Eleyele, Ibadan. The swift action of dismissing the officers underscores the commitment of to addressing the police misconduct, particularly instances of extortion, ensuring accountability within the police force. And away from that, respite came the way of residents of Ilesha in Osun State when some notorious suspected cultists in the town were arrested. The suspects were apprehended by operatives of the Western Nigerian Security Network, codename Amotekun Corps. Hamid Oyegbade has the report.
Ilesha is one of the major towns in Osun State with high-rate armed robbery, cultism, and thuggery. Residents here say criminal activities by cultists in Ilesha put their lives in danger. However, respite came their way on Wednesday when operatives of the Osun State Command of Western Nigerian Security Network, popularly called Amotekun, arrested some of the cultists in Ilesha.
I was arrested yesterday around 6:30 p.m. at where I was selling smoke at Ilesha. And there's only smoke, my phone and charger that was with me.
Smoke cigarettes. Less on drug, cold turkey. Less on drug, cold turkey. Years ago. Smoking, smoke cigarette. I smoke weed recently, but not anymore. I fought with cigarette because I'm trying to recover.
I was arrested where I was selling India M. They caught me with the India M and brought me to Amotekun Command here in Osogbo. The public relations officer for Amotekun Corps in Osun State, Adeniyi Adeshola, said the suspect will be handed over to the police.
We got intel that these young men have been terrorizing Ilesha axis of Osun State through our area command in Ilesha, and our anti-cultism and quick response squad had to move swiftly for necessary action. And in the process, they were arrested with, in possession of a gun, some illegal drugs, and so many other items, so many phones and the rest of them. As we speak, we are about to round up our investigation, and once that is done, we'll be transferring them to the Nigerian Police Anti-Cultism Squad because we suspect them to be cultists. If not, we don't know what they will do with guns.
Items recovered from the suspect include a locally made gun, India hemp, phones, among others. Amid Oyegbade, Trust TV News, Osogbo.
Amid the continued cash scarcity resulting from the redesign of 3 naira notes, the CBN, the Central Bank of Nigeria, has issued a stern warning against collusion between deposit money banks and point-of-sale operators, the POS. According to a statement by the CBN spokesperson, Sidi Ali Hakama, such collusion is negatively impacting the availability of cash and smooth circulation of the naira in the country. The CBN is actively investigating reported cases of collusion between banks and POS operators, deeming these actions as a potential undermining the economy. The statement emphasized that the CBN's disapproval of such inappropriate conduct and warns that relevant sanctions will be imposed on those found wanting. The Apex Bank is encouraging the public to explore alternative payment channels, advising citizens to report any unauthorized activities, such as capping and hoarding by banks or POS agents, directly to the CBN branch in their respective locations. This cautionary note underscores the central bank's commitment to maintaining the integrity of the financial system and ensuring the effective circulation of the national currency. Now, following the declaration of the transport fare subsidy to placate Nigerians embarking on holiday travels by the federal government, the implementation of the directive has left much to be desired. In the federal capital city, free train services are in full effect as promised by the government, but interstate bus operators are yet to comply with the 50% discount for travelers. Abdulrahman Umar has more.
Across the length and breadth of Nigeria, car parks like this are a beehive of activities as Nigerians try to book a space to travel home or any other location of their choice to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. As a way of easing the effect of the transportation cost on Nigerians, the federal government has on Wednesday slashed road fares by 50% for luxury buses plying interstate routes and also announced that trips on train are 100% free. According to Abu Sunday, this directive by the president will only benefit very few Nigerians.
That subsidy or palliative, they say, is very wrong. Listen, until they have a centers or luxury buses across the garage or the nation, where everybody can go and say this is a government garage, this is a government bus, anybody can enter and go to that. That is when that is possible.
Meanwhile, the Nigerian Union of Transport Workers says the directive by the president to slash transport fares by 50% for interstate road travels does not include them.
I visited almost all the park, including the luxurious buses. They said they are yet to receive anything. There is nothing that on the ground. So what I'm saying that it has gone viral. Everybody is asking a question, how much from here to Kaduna, the government is subsidizing half of that amount of money of giving palliative. And unfortunately, it's not there. So therefore, I'm calling to the government. I know the Tinubu administration maybe have a very good intention in seeing the assisted in during this unitary period. But unfortunately, I hope they will not use the way they did the former president when they push him to the market, share some money, and at the tail end of it that nothing happened.
Sincerely appreciate this gesture. As you can see, in fact, people are moving around happily.
Adamu, who says half of Nigerians come to private parks like this to travel to their various destinations for the festive season, however noted that this time around buses who travel to far places remain empty due to the significant increase in transport fares.
80% of the commuters, they rely on this public transport, not on the organized this one. And I know that the railway one, they are doing it very well, perfectly. I even wanted to ask what is happening. I learned that people are going free of charge. So therefore, the palliative is just on the book, just on the agenda, and I don't know how they are going to implement it.
At the Abuja-Kaduna train station, operators of the station who pleaded anonymity affirmed that President Bola Tinubu's directive was being implemented as the service were being rendered free.
Glory to Almighty God that the President has already made it possible for people to travel free on board with the Nigerian Railway Corporations. It's a welcome development, and Railway have already keyed into that, and everything is now set and it's ongoing now.
He however added that they will not allow any person to board the train without ticket.
But however, that does not exonerate them from processing their ticket online. We on our own, we have a process in the railways. You have to process your ticket either on counter or on table. But in this particular time of free movement, we don't sell tickets at the counter again. It's only online. You process your ticket online. Underline that statement, online.
God is Good Motors is one of the 5 road transport companies enlisted for the 50% road trip slash, says they will begin compliance as soon as possible. Others captured include Chisco Transport, Young Shall Grow, God Bless Ezenwata, and Area Motors. Abdurrahman Umar, Trust TV News, Abuja.
In the same vein, passengers and drivers in Jos, the Plateau State capital, say the 50% discount for interstate road travels and the 100% discount for train trips offered to Nigerians traveling to celebrate Christmas is yet to take effect in the state. The Minister of Solid Minerals, Dele Alake, had on Wednesday announced plans by the government to commence a 50% rebate on interstate travel and free train rides from December 21st to January 4th of next year. Adam Musa has a situation report from Jos. Take a look.
While some passengers at the Plateau Rider Motor Park say they were not aware of the federal government's pronouncement regarding the discount, others say they were aware of the development. According to the passengers, the 50% discount has not been implemented as they pay their normal transport fare, adding that some reported paying higher than what they used to pay.
Only we pay the transport, how the fuel is high, according to the drivers are talking about. So we paid more than what we are expecting to pay by this time around. In those days, we are paying about 6,500 or 7,000, but today we pay about 8,500, and some paid even 9,000, and some even 10. So this is how we are suffering here in Nigeria.
I'm a passenger, and from what the federal government said yesterday, it hasn't been implemented. The slash of transport fare hasn't been implemented. We're still paying the same fare.
It stands now, it has not been implemented because so formerly 6,000 and we still paid 6,000. So it has not been implemented. And yes, the companies, some of them are not even aware because the news has not even gotten to them. Some of them are not aware. So I don't think there's any possibility for it to just happen like that
Yes, I'm a driver, but if the federal government they are going to say that, they should reduce the fuel, because how much is the pump price now? Because we're still buying at the 6 something, 7 something. So how do we reduce the transport fare without reducing the fuel pump price? So that's the issue. So if people can complain about that, the federal government is supposed to look into the fuel issue.
Robert Kwap is the terminal officer at the Plateau Express Motor Park. He speaks on why the directive has not yet been implemented.
Receive that news with great pleasure. We are equally happy about that. But one fact still remains. The corresponding implementive support from the federal government to the state government down to the transport organization has not come. And operating at half cost, putting into consideration the amount which we use in fueling the vehicle. Definitely, if it is implemented now as it is, we can never take our passengers to their destinations with what we have on ground.
On Thursday, some passengers started coming with half of their transport fares, believing that the 50% discount has been implemented, but had to revert to old fares when they realized the directive was yet to be implemented. Ado Musa, Trust TV News, Jos.
You're watching News Update on Trust TV. Coming up, Lagosians agonize over rising price of commodities ahead of Christmas celebration. This and more after the break. Stay with us.
It's time to jackpot for more fun. This season, there are loads of exciting content. Enjoy all the drama, intrigue, suspense, and romance in a wide range of telenovela series, Nollywood movies, Bollywood, kiddies program, and introducing our new kiddies channel, Wooing. After 5 years of waiting, the Nigeria Premier Football League is finally back, live and exclusively on Star Times.
Enjoy more this season with our jackpot promo. Recharge 2 months on Classic or Super Bouquet and get 14 days free, or recharge 2 months and get upgraded to a higher bouquet. Wow! Recharge now and jackpot for more fun and stand a chance to win Sundial TV and other fantastic gifts. Offer runs till January 20, 2024. Terms and conditions apply. Star Times. Entertain your family.
This is Trust TV, documenting the Nigerian story.
Welcome back. You're joining us on News Update on Trust Television. Here's a recap of our top stories. 11 villagers among 30 abducted in Kaduna freed after ransom was paid. And police dismissed 2 constabularies for extortion. Now moving on to more stories. Supreme Court has on Thursday reserved judgment in an appeal filed by the Kano State Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf against Court of Appeal verdict that nullified his election. Trust TV's Shafiu Suleiman reports.
The ongoing legal battle for the top job in Kano has entered its last lap as parties in the appeal before the justices of the Supreme Court argued for and against their submissions to prove their case. The appellant, Abba Kabir, wants the Supreme Court to set aside verdict of the appeal court, which affirmed his earlier sack by the State Election Petition Tribunal.
Well, there was only 2 arguments that were in the appeal. The issue of membership of of our candidates, that is the engineer Abba Kabir Yusuf, which was a settled principle of law. This Supreme Court has settled it. The issue of membership is non-justiciable, is no-go area, is an issue that has to do with the party.
There are 9 appeals filed in this appeal. Of course, the Supreme Court collapsed all the appeals into one. That is the one filed by Abba Kabir Yusuf, the candidate. And that appeal was taken. All the other appeals will abide. Arguments were canvassed, briefs were adopted, and the judgment has been reserved by the Supreme Court.
The Apex Court will also deliver a verdict regarding the controversy around the discrepancies in the appeal court's certified true copy of the judgment. The Supreme Court has, in a similar circumstance, reserved judgment in the Bauchi State governorship election dispute between Senator Bala Mohammed of the PDP and his APC counterpart, Air Marshal Sadiq Abubakar. Shapir Suleiman, Trust TV News, Abuja.
As Kano State awaits the verdict of ongoing legal battle between Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf of the NNPP and APC's Nasiru Gawuna, the political tension in the state remained charged despite stakeholders signing a peace accord just weeks ago. The Kano State Police Command is again restating its commitment to preventing the breakdown of law and order as it embarks on a show of force to deter criminal elements from destabilizing the polity. Idris Jibrin reports.
These are officers and men of the Nigeria Police Force, Army, Security and Civil Defense Corps, as well as other paramilitary agencies in the state in a show of force to further ensure peace and stability as political tension enveloped the state.
The show of force been organized in order to show confidence to the people of the state that we are together and we can do it, we can continue to provide the desired security. The military are in the convoy of this show of force. The DSS, they are part of us. NSCDC, they are part of us. Custom, Immigration, Correctional Service, NDLEA, all the agencies you can talk about, including Federal Fire Service, they are all part of the convoy. That is to tell you that we are one and we are determined to provide the desired security in the state, especially now at the eve of this expectation of the much awaited result of the Supreme Court.
Back on the streets of Kano metropolis, residents are seen going about their day-to-day activities with a call on all relevant authorities to ensure peace and stability in the state. Actually, we are calling on all relevant authorities, the police, the army, the civil defense, and all other security agencies to ensure peace and stability in Kano State, because what matters to us is peace. Whoever is going to become the governor, if we are not in peace, nothing will work out. So we need peace, and we are calling on them to ensure peace and stability in our state. I want to call on the nation's judicial system to ensure neutrality. Whoever wins this election, they should give it to him. And whoever they give, the people should also maintain peace and stability. And the police should also ensure that they protect our lives and property. To further ensure zero breakdown of law and order, the State Police Command, in collaboration with other sister security agencies, has mapped out strategies to confront any group who may wish to act against the law.
Parents were advised to always take care of their children and their wards from not being used by anybody for political agenda. Because of that, nobody is prepared to come out on the street or to engage in violence. Even though we know protest is part of democracy, we are not saying that people should not do a protest. But what we are saying is that we are preventing violence. And the outcome of protest mostly, if not properly controlled, is violence. And that's why we are determined to say no protest that may escalate to violence.
For now, the people of Kano State are calling on the nation's judicial arm to maintain its neutrality in resolving electoral dispute. Idris Jibrin, Trust TV News, Kano.
With Christmas just around the corner, residents are grappling with escalating cost of perishable goods at the Mile 12 International Market in Lagos. Victoria Tukulu, who sought to uncover the underlying factors contributing to this unprecedented spike, also sheds light on the challenges faced by both the vendors and consumers alike in the wake of the food price surge at the market. The report is presented from our studio.
Mile 12 International Market, renowned for providing affordable, high-quality food items in abundance, has traditionally been the go-to destination for many Lagos residents seeking to buy at reasonable prices. However, it is now regrettably viewed as a place where hope has dwindled. The rise in the prices of food items, particularly perishables, has left countless individuals pondering where to turn next for more budget-friendly options for themselves and their families. A visit to Mile 12 Market reveals startling figures as a pint of Irish potatoes now sells at the rate of 4,500 naira, while a small measure of sweet potatoes goes for 700 naira. Gari, a staple in many households, is priced at 1,400 naira per pint, while oloyin beans, an essential protein source, now sells for 3,700 naira per pint, and olotu is available at 3,400 naira.
28, 29, 27, 30. If I see 25, say I was selling. This size are the sellers. This size are the sellers 7,600. This big one, and the seller 28. Last price. Because if you buy 28, my game will pass 1,700.
Before we were selling 25. Now, not we don't cheap. We were selling 16, 15. 10,000 save day.
I used to say that 25 is not bad. 25 is 35. That's why I said 25 or 2,000. I need different 12% again now. I need to basket.
I get the Zaria Karo, I get the Kano Karo, I get the Sakoto Karo. Zaria Karo, 33,000 me I buy. Kano Karo, I buy 33. Sakoto Karo, I buy 20,000.
Prices of perishable food items at Mile 12 Market vary depending on the state the items are bought from. Though not totally unexpected, buyers at the market expressed dismay over the substantial surge in food prices, particularly during this festive season.
At least it's a little better than last month. The price of things now than before. Before was better, but now it's more higher. It's too much, we can't buy it. All the one you buy, we don't get it. They say it's petrol, we don't get anything inside the market. All the whole market is very, very costly. Why?
Concerned Nigerians, particularly buyers, are appealing to the federal government to address the escalating prices of essential commodities, noting that the primary issue behind the surge in food prices in both the state and the entire country is the cost of fuel.
On the international scene, in Guinea's capital, Conakry, clashes unfolded on Thursday between protesting youths and security forces demanding the restoration of petrol supplies. The suspension followed a fatal explosion at the country's primary fuel depot, resulting in 23 deaths and 241 injuries, as reported by the government on Thursday. And with that, we wrap up news update on Trust Television. Do not forget to follow us across all our social media platforms and join our YouTube live stream for more news programs and documentaries. I am Sumaya Abubakar. Thanks for watching.